Improvising on the trumpet. In this video, you will get 2 exercises that can help you navigate the challenges of not only soloing, but doing it on this hunk of brass at the same time. Hi, my name is Jason Klobnak and I'm a jazz trumpeter from Denver, Colorado that helps musicians find a better way to improvise. If you're looking for a quick jazz improv tip that will help your soloing, then you have come to the right place. If you're a trumpet player, then you probably understand the struggles of navigating this instrument, let alone trying to do it while playing cohesive solos. If you're not a trumpet player, don't leave. While I'll be talking about these simple tips from a trumpet player's perspective, you can easily adapt it to your instrument as well. Do a quick Google search on what trumpet players search for the most, and you'll probably find the top results are related to range and endurance. It's something that all trumpet players seemingly aspire to have more of. In my opinion, and believe me, there is no shortage of opinions online from trumpet players. But the best way to work on range and endurance is to do more of it, but in a responsible way. I mentioned in last week's video the modern jazz trumpet practice routine and play along, which you can find here, has a series of exercises that can help you get that classic bebop sound. But the real benefit of the routine is that it is laid out in a way that allows you to rest in between exercises. I play one, then you play one, and we keep going. This allows you to rest as long as you play, which in my opinion truly is one of the keys to building your chops as a trumpeter. But this isn't just a plug for the routine. So, how can we take parts of it and apply it to improvising? Let's start with one on the major day routine called the prep exercise for chromatic targeting. It's not only a technique challenge for your ears and fingers, but for trumpet players will be a good workout for the chops when you alternate slurring and articulating. Getting around the instrument in half steps can be a challenge on its own. So make sure you keep the airstream consistent and blow through an imaginary center point through the line. Here's a quick sample of what this exercise sounds like if I were to start on concert C. So, where can you use this while soloing? Well, just about anywhere. As long as you don't overuse a tool like this, it can help you connect multiple ideas together. Be careful though, it's not something that you're just gonna pull out of the hat. I would suggest picking a target and working it out without a play along at first. Then put it into context during your practice sessions, and eventually it will become more natural. Okay, we've covered the half step challenge. What about larger intervals, which can also be an issue on the trumpet? The last exercise in the major day routine is a series of ascending fourths, but set up in a way that is manageable on the trumpet and interesting to play. The pattern is 3 up, skip down, and go 2 up, all while going around the circle of fourths. It reminds me of some of the lines that you might hear from Woody Shaw, for example. Trumpet players try to keep excess movement in the chops to a minimum. That extra movement cuts into your endurance and inevitably your range, especially over the course of a gig where you have to solo for long periods of time. Minimize the movement and keep the airstream steady. Here's what this exercise sounds like if I were to start this pattern on concert E flat. So, where can you use this one while soloing? It can have a similar application as the first exercise, just don't overuse it. It's another tool that can help you connect ideas together, or one of my favorites, to break up the diatonic sound and go outside for a moment. Pick a target and figure out how to get there with the ascending fourths. Work this one out without a play along at first too. Then put it into context. As with all of these videos, let me show you how I might use these tools in context over a chord progression, and then give you an opportunity to try them out too. This week, we'll use the changes to one of my favorite trumpet player composed songs, Ciora by Lee Morgan. So, trumpet players, and others too, the more you do exercises like these and rest as long as you play, the better your endurance will be, which also has added benefits for your range. When practicing anything, play and then get that thing off of your face for at least a few seconds longer than what you had it on. Your playing and your face will thank you down the road. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it has added value or benefit to your playing in some way. Leave a comment below on which of these tools you like best, or if you're a trumpet player, tell me what your favorite exercises are for range and endurance. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell that's right next to it that lets you know when another video comes out. And if you know any other musician that might find this useful, you can share it with them too. Until then, my name is Jason Klobnak, and I'll see you on the next one.